Hey guys, how are you? This is Rashida Obalade Sule once again. Welcome to Married Let's Talk. If this is your first time looking at this video, please make sure you hit the subscription bell, hit the like bell, comment in the bottom if you need to.
Subscribe.
So this is my son, Pricey Revelation, the last book, my last baby. All right, so I did an interview. If you haven't seen the interview with Itunu when she went to Nigeria, check that video out. And this will be the part 2. So Price was the secret keeper, is what I call him. And the reason why I call him the secret keeper is because when I got the revelation to send my second child, Palace, to Nigeria to boarding school, I didn't want to send him by himself. So I called Price. An activist Price. I said, Price, would you like to go to Nigeria for boarding school? He says, how do you do it again? He said, Mom, let me think about it. I was like, it's for your brother. I don't want to be alone, da. Then all of a sudden, the next day, my son come back and said, you know what, Mom? Let me go with him. I'll go and protect him. What did you say? He said, I'll go and protect him in Nigeria. And one thing that my husband and I have done is to make sure that our children get the experience of traveling around the world. I don't want a situation where, because growing up as a child, my father's always told me that travel is a part of education. So they had already traveled severally to Europe, like Spain.
Spain, Italy, Milan.
Italy, London,
okay. New York, Casablanca,
all over
Morocco.
Okay. So he traveled, right? So when he now decided that he would go to Nigeria, my husband and I took the both of them, Palace and Price, and I want this interview to encourage you all, because when my son agreed to go to Nigeria, he was only 9. I was shocked. I had no idea that GSS 1 started from 9 and 10-year-olds, and he was only 9 at the time. And when we got to Nigeria, and you were So when you got to the school.
Oh, the school. When I entered the gate and I first saw it, I liked it. I liked the way it looked.
Introduce yourself. I didn't introduce you. Oh. Let my baby introduce himself. Introduce yourself. Let them know who you are.
Okay, so my name is Price Connor Ebun Adeleke Santan.
Elisha Sule. The son of
Elias
Sule. Okay. So when you got to the gates, what happened of the school?
Well, I saw in Palace's eyes, my brother, that he did not want to be there.
He did not want to be there.
I first saw it and I was like, wow. Because I haven't really been to any other school in years.
In your life, actually.
So, I've been to Rosebud.
I know, Nigeria. You haven't been to any
I haven't been to any other school other than in Atlanta. So when I saw that school, we went there. I just kept on wandering around because
it was huge.
Yeah, and my mom kept on looking for me. So then when I actually got there and I got to the top, there's 2 layers. The top layers for JSS 1 and stuff. Yeah, you have JSS 1 and SS 2 and SS 3 on the top layers. And then GS 2 and
what you shaking for?
GS 2 and GS 3. And SS 1, they're downstairs, and I'm in class of SS 2.
Right. How was your experience with GSS 1? Were you the shortest? Were you the youngest? How was that? You were popular. Of course, you're Americana. Why would you not be popular?
So what did you like about this school? When I first got there, they checked me and all that stuff. Then they didn't really know that I was American. So then they looked at me. What's my name?
Right.
So I was like, my name is
Price.
Then they figured out that I was American. So then, Americana. They took my bag, they took everything and they put it inside my hostel.
Right.
So inside my room. Right. So then they kept on fighting which room I should be.
Oh wow.
So they said I should be in this room, I should be in this room, this one, this one.
Okay.
So then Mr. Amar and me, my housemaster, we
Yeah.
have two housemasters.
Okay.
We have Mr. Fuya and we have Mr. Amar with me.
Okay.
So then he's like, Mr. Amar with me is for like the junior students.
Okay.
He said I should just, enter the other room.
Okay.
The one that has six people.
Okay.
And I was the seventh. So
Okay. So let me ask you.
The other room had 20 people.
Oh my, that's a lot of people. Yeah. So when it came to the education, like when they were teaching you, were you able to understand how the teachers were teaching? How was that for you? Was that rough in the beginning?
Yeah, it was rough in the beginning.
Yeah.
Their English was not proper.
But they speak Queen's English.
They said the cats and dogs are here.
So you always laughed about the way the teachers pronounce their words?
Yes.
Yeah. So when it came to homework, how were you able to survive that?
Oh, my friends actually helped.
They would help you?
Yeah.
Okay.
My roommates, because like at night when we're at hostels or when we're doing like prep at night, we would all do our homework. So then they would help me do my homework too. But sometimes when we all of us, we never finish homework inside prep. We always go to hostel, and then we have 2 common rooms.
Right.
And we sit there and just do our homework.
Yeah, do your homework
for the night.
That was awesome, right? How did you feel not being with mom and dad and your
Well, how
family?
I felt,
did you feel alone or something?
Yeah, because me and Paul don't get along.
But I mean, your brother was there. Yeah. Okay, so because he was in SS1, you were in GSS1, you guys didn't get to see each other?
Not like we didn't get to see each other. We're on the same hostel, we on the other side.
Right.
And I get away with everything.
You get away with everything. Why did you get away with everything?
Because I'm American.
Okay. So you didn't miss your mom and dad?
I did miss y'all,
why?
but I know y'all not gonna come back and just take me out of the school and put me in another one.
Do you guys see? Okay, with that being said, how would you say the whole experience was for you? Would you advise someone to take their children to Nigeria at the age that you went?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would never regret going back to never regret going to Nigeria.
Right.
Because when I went there, I learned a lot.
Right.
Like how to act in front of people.
Right.
And like how to do things.
Right.
Like from there, it's really different from there in America. Because in Nigeria, you have to wash your hands.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get scrapes on your hand or something you won't be able to wash.
Right.
But usually for me, I never wash my clothes because people always wash them.
They always wash them for you. I had the same experience. I had the same experience. So you weren't like homesick or anything because they never really called me to say, "Oh my God, your son is sick. He wants to come home."
No, I got sick, but then I told you.
Right. I mean, yeah. No, they told me, but they will always tell me that it wasn't a big, sickness because of.
And the first time that I got my injection, I told them, did they call my mom?
Yeah.
Like, did y'all call my mom before y'all take my injection?
Give you injections, right?
They lied to me and they said yes. And I was like, okay.
No, because I told them that if they wanted to do anything with him, they should let us know. But you had all your immunizations, everything was fine. So you having malaria, it was something that I was already expecting. I knew that was going to happen because I had it when I was in boarding school as well, but I knew that you were going to overcome that. Now, the craziest thing, guys, is that my husband and I would stay up. Like, we don't have any form of communication with them until I think it was the 3rd Saturday of every month. So my husband and I would stay up to like 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning so that, their aunt, Kika, when she goes to their school, we can get to talk to them on the phone. These children would never have time. Why? We were hi Pies, hi person, hi mom, oh mom, I'll talk to you later. My friend. Oh my God, why? So you guys were just always having so much fun.
No, it's not like that because usually like when it's like visiting day sometimes.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they would call me, they want me, to do things.
They'll call you to do things like what? Come on, get soda. Come on, get minerals. Somebody wants to buy mineral for you.
Because like when I was like American, they always told them like their parents.
Okay, so your friends.
And they always wanted to see me and stuff.
Okay. So your friends would tell their parents that they have an Americana friend So you have to leave the phone with your parents. Leave the phone. Don't
No,
talk to
no,
us.
no, really.
I'll go and see
No,
your friend's
no,
parents.
It's not like that. It's just like I miss y'all, but I didn't miss y'all as much.
As much, you see? You that think as a parent, if they go to boarding school, they go to Nigeria, they'll miss you so much. They won't be able to live. No, they were fine. They were very, very okay.
Because I knew I was still going to see you after I came back. So,
right. He was a strong one. Very, very strong. So what is your overall advice for people your age who their mom is trying to get them to Nigeria and they don't want to go? You know, what would you tell those kind of...
I would first tell y'all.
Yeah. Speak loud, I can't hear you.
Teach the moms and the dads. When it's the last child, it's the mom that's persuasive. If it's the firstborn, it's the dad.
That's persuasive.
The middle child, don't tell them anything.
Just take them. Yeah, no, serious. So,
but my expectations.
What would be your advice? Should they take them?
Yes, y'all should take them because they learn something new anywhere they go.
Right.
Like every single day, we all learn something new.
Right. Very
so
true.
when you take them anywhere out of like their country, they get to see new things about their life, and they get to see new things about their culture, where they come from, and how they learn things,
and add to themselves.
Exactly.
That's awesome. So, what would you say when you were in boarding school was like the most devastating thing you experienced?
I mean, in boarding school, I was a leader because
you were a leader.
Like because when most people like cried because they wanted to go home.
Oh, just as one kids.
Yeah, Mr. Armoni would always say, but you never see Price crying about anything, and his family always lives all. They all
live all the way in Nigeria. You're crying, and your parents live right here in Nigeria. Wow. So they used you as an example. Was it tough though?
Yes, it was tough because, like, the things that I always do, if it's like a mistake, like the teachers there, I didn't like them.
You don't like the teachers? Why?
Because like they would always be like, always put the blame on me.
Okay.
I didn't think I would get away with anything.
Okay, but you did get away with it.
And I did. I didn't like it.
Okay. So how was taking showers with cold water? Did you take showers with cold water? How was that for you?
Every single time. Like most times in the morning. Sometimes I didn't take a shower.
Oh my!
Oh, wait. I would take a shower. I would take the shower in the afternoon because we took 2 baths. So
yeah, I took showers twice a day.
Time in the morning, I would take water and I'll put it outside.
Stop, yeah. My son did take showers. Okay.
I did. Sometimes. Sometimes, but I would take the water and put it outside, like in the middle of the field.
Right.
So then the sun.
And make you so smart. I didn't know how to do that. Oh.
So then I come back from hostel.
It'll be warm.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I take a warm shower.
Wow. So how did you wash your clothes?
How did I wash my clothes?
Yeah.
In the morning, sometimes JSS1, their socks are dirty.
Yeah, because you're supposed to wear white socks.
It is blacker than black.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how did you wash it? Did you wash your hands?
So yes, we did wash with our hands, but there's like bathing soaps, and there was what was it? And there was shower and there was washing.
Cleaning soap. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what we all used was we put soap in the morning, we would wash it,
right,
and then we would just let it dry on our feet.
Dry? Huh?
Sometimes we use.
You wear the wet socks.
Yeah, we would flap it until it gets dry. Put it on our feet and go.
Oh my! Thank you for the little secrets. I'm gonna have to let the teachers know. So thank you so much for the advice.
They can't argue. No. That's private. That's private.
Okay. Thank you so much. So would you ever go back to Nigeria to visit again?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Because I know they're gonna be carrying it everywhere.
Everywhere. So our interview with Mr. Price Connor Sule will end here. What I want all of you guys to see is that, you know, I think the parents fare more than the children. And you know the type of child that you have. Some you may be able to tell them that I want you to go to Nigeria with me, and another one you may not be able to tell them that because they would not go. My palace, after he came back, he said, "Mom, if you would have told me that you were taking me to Nigeria, I would have ran away." So he was not the one for me to tell that he was going to Nigeria, but he was happy when I told him, "Oh, you're going to boarding school in Europe." He was like, "Oh yeah, that's good," because remember, his older sister had gone to London before. So you know the type of children that you have. Just try to make sure that you work with them, work with your significant other to make sure that it's okay. And one thing that my husband and I did is that no family member knew that our children were coming. No family member knew where our children was schooling, except for his niece Kike, who was the one that would go to school and help us look after them. So other than that, even my parents in America did not know until they were there, because I didn't want anyone persuading us not to do this, not to do that. So with all of that being with all of that being said, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching this episode. Remember, subscribe, hit the like, and give us a comment at the bottom. Take care. Bye.